Hello everyone, welcome to Civil Mania. So in today's lecture I will be telling about how to create the wall panel. So let me start with Tekla structures. So as you can see here, even I have created my previous video in which I have shown how to create the Indian environment. After that click OK. Now click on new, single user, start, blank project, start. So now as you can see here the 3D view. So let me do one thing, let me press Ctrl P. After that it will show you the 2D plan, and I hope it's clear to all of you that in my previous videos I have shown you how to change the properties of the grid lines. Simply click in these grid lines and it will show you this properties, rectangular box properties, where you can change the various properties. So today I will not be telling about these grid properties, that is how to change the grid lines. Okay, after that as you can see here, this is our rectangular grid present here. But before starting with the plate, because in today's lecture I will be telling about the panels, that is wall panels. First you need to go to the concrete, then in the wall panels, as I have shown you in details about columns and beams. So today's part will be the wall panels. So before opening the wall panels I will show you one thing, because it's very necessary to know. So as you can see here, this one is one grid line, this one is the set of grid lines. You can prepare here any kind of diagram. Suppose you want another grid lines to be constructed in this different area, because these grid lines might be smaller for drawing 2 to 3 diagrams. So what you will do is you will simply go to the view. After going to the view, or you need to go to the edit. After going to the edit, you can see here grids. So click in these grids and simply place here grids. Wherever you want you can place the grids. If you as you can see here, there are even various grids present here: rectangular grids, radial grids. Also you can add grid lines. Suppose I will click here add grid lines, then I can add here the grid lines. Suppose I will add the grid lines from here to here. So this is how we can add the grid lines. This one is the end point, this one is the starting point. So this is how we can even add the grid lines. But suppose again go to the edit. After that as you can see here, this one is the grid present. Suppose I want to create another grid here, then another grid, then another grid here. So I have created 2 to 3 grids. So suppose I will be creating the diagram here. So let me do one thing, let me show you the concrete wall panels. So let me go to the panels. After that, going to the panels, let me draw the wall panel. There are two kind of panels. One is the panel and second one is the wall layout. Let me first draw the panel. After clicking in the wall panel, you can see here you can draw the wall panel. This one is the end point. Suppose this one is the another end, like this one is the another end. Let me go to this point, then let me go to this point. After the diagram is over, simply you need to press the mouse middle button, expand it. So as you can see here, this one is the diagram which I have created just now. So right click interrupt. After that, as you can see here, if I will simply click in the diagram, you can see here, or simply press the Ctrl P button. As you can see here, simply if I will select the diagram, as you can see here, the diagram will be selected fully. There is no separate lines between the various wall panels. This one is the second wall panel, this one is the third wall panel. So there is no separate line between the wall panels. So I will even show you why I am telling you that. The reason behind that I will tell you. Hope it's clear to all of you, like how to create the wall panels. After creating the wall panels, just simply press the Ctrl and middle mouse button to rotate it. After rotating it, I will show you. Close this one. Just rotate to the corners in order to chamfer or fillet the corners. So as you can see here, this one is the corner. So simply click in the wall. After clicking in the wall, you need to click in this object, select object in the components. So as you will click here, so after that again you need to click here. After clicking here, as you can see here, this pink color icon is available here. You need to click in this pink color icon. So what you will do is, you will first select the wall. After selecting the wall, you need to power on the settings. Just click in the settings. After that you need to click in this pink color button. After clicking it here, you can see here the shape, concrete panel, corner, chamfer. So here you can change the shape. Suppose I will change this shape to the arc, and let me change the radius of 500 and modify it. So as you can see here, now my member has been chamfered or converted to the arc. Suppose I will write here as -500, then it will get carved in the opposite direction. See, as you can see here, let me write here as only 100. Instead of 500, write here as 100. Modify it. So this is what, in this manner we can do it, or simply do it as minus of 100. So this is what we can create it. So hope it's clear to all of you that how to fillet or chamfer the corners. You can do here different kind of things, such as rounding. You can do it. If you want to do rounding of 100 mm, then modify it. So as you can see here, this portion has been rounded. So this is how we can change the corner. Suppose you want to convert this corner. For that, what you need to do is, you need to click in this button again. After that, you need to click in this pink color icon. After that, you can change the rounding of 200 mm, modify it. See, now it has become round, as you can see here. I will show you from the top view. See, it has become round. So even you can go to the plan and you can select in this button. By clicking it here, you can convert it. Like I will write here as 1000, modify it. So this is how we can do the rounding of the wall panels. Not only that, if you will click in this wall panels, you can set here the properties. Like you can even set here properties directly, or you can go to this 3 buttons and you can set here what are the properties, like its height is 3300 and its width is 200. Or simply what you can do is, you can simply modify here as height as 3000 and width as 2000, then modify it. After modifying it, so this is how we have modified it. So I have modified the wall to 200. If I write as 200, or I write as 500, then modify it. So this is how I can modify it. So hope it's clear to all of you, like how to change their height and how to modify it. And for checking its height, what you need to do is, you simply need to click it here by selecting any of the grid lines. By selecting any of the grid lines, right click it. By selecting any of the grid line, right click it, then create view, then 3D view. After clicking in the 3D view, or what you need to do is, select here, or after selecting here, create view, default view of parts. So this one is the default view, or again you can go here, create view, deformed view of part, or undeformed view of the part. So as you can see here, okay. But now as you can see here, now the grid lines, they have suddenly been like invisible to us. So for again showing those grid lines, what you need to do is you have to simply move to the view. After moving to the view, you have to simply move to this new view and create in the basic view and simply create it. So as you can see here, now all my grid lines are visible. Now again press Ctrl P. So as you can see here, now all my grid lines are visible. So what you need to do is simply go to these lines. After going to this line, click in the right click it and go to the create view and go to the along the grid lines. After going to along the grid lines, as you can see here, this menu arises. Now click in the create menu. After clicking in the create menu, you can allow select whatever you want, like grid lines 1 view. Okay, I want it. Then grid lines plan in the 300 elevation. Okay, then plan in the 500 elevation. Okay, so you can open anything you want, just close it. After that, as you can see here, the height, suppose I will click in this wall panel. I will click in this wall panel. After clicking in this wall panel, these are the rectangular grid properties. Let me select in this wall panel. Suppose I will click in this wall panel. After clicking in this wall panel, suppose I will change its height to 2000. After that, as you can see here, now its height has been decreased to 2000 instead of 3000. So this is how we can modify the walls. We can round off their corners and we can create the single element by the help of panels, going to the panels and creating panels. Suppose I want to create individual elements or individual panels. For that, what I need to do is again press Ctrl P. After that, as you can see here, this is the view. It's visible to me. So I will go to the windows and I will now go to another view, like I will go to the 3D view. After going to the 3D view, as you can see here, I can close all the views, or I can go to the view list and I can delete all the views. So for that, what you need to do is you can simply go to the or else you can do one thing, you can tile all the horizontal or tile vertically. After tiling vertically, these are all the views which are available to me. You can close one by one. Whichever you don't want, you can close it. Okay, so as this view I want it, suppose this one is the view, and if you minimize it, you can see 2 to 3 grid lines, but still one grid line is not visible. So for that, what you need to do is you need to go to the view. After going to the view, new view, basic view, and create it. After creating basic view, you can see here there are 4 grids available here. Now click again press Ctrl P. 4 views available here. Suppose I want to show only these grid lines. For that, simply click in the grid lines, and after that click in the work area and click in this to select parts in all views. After that, this view will be visible and you can do any kind of work in this grid lines. Suppose I want to show all my grid lines, then again go to the work area and click in this entire model. All the grid lines will be visible. Suppose I want to work in these grid lines, I will again click in these grid lines, and I will, after clicking in this grid line, again to the selected view grid line. So this grid line is now again visible. Again you can go to the entire model and show. So this is how you can do the work in any kind of grid lines, and you can show their views, different views, by going to this windows, and after that you can check here all the views. So hope it's clear to all of you, like how to go to the views and create the work area and select different kind of view. Especially the entire model view is very important, and if I want this view, simply click in this view and go to the work area and select to the selected parts in the view. Now this view will be visible. So this 2 item is very important. And suppose if anything happens, then simply go to this new view and create the basic view. After that simply click create. Now all the views will become visible automatically. After that again press Ctrl P. After that you can like select any of the view you want. So as I have created the walls in this view, I can select this and I can show this model by going it here and selecting this model. So as you can see here, this one is my view. Again I want suppose I want to draw the diagram in a different grid. Suppose I want to show in this grid, I will go there and I will click in this and I will select. After that I will show you now, as I have shown you about the concrete wall panels, now I will show you the wall layout. You just need to click in this wall layout. After clicking in this wall layout, as you can see here, this menu arises. There are two kind of things are present here. Create an open line of wall layout, and this one is create a closed line of wall layout. Suppose I will click in the create an open line of open line of wall layout. I will click in this one. This one is one wall, this one is the another wall, and this one is the third wall. After that click the middle mouse button. So hope it's clear to all of you. Now I have created the wall. Close this one. So as you can see here, now if I will click in the single element, now all the elements are different. This is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third. All the three elements can be selected separately. But while by creating the walls by the help of panels, it will create individual elements. All the walls will be created in a in the same element, but here individual elements can be selected here. Now after that I will show you, like let me go to the plan view, like 3D view, by pressing Ctrl P. After that I can again click in this wall. After clicking in this wall, let me rotate it. After clicking in this wall, let me double click it. After double clicking it, I can change its height. Suppose I will change its height to 3000, modify it. See, and this wall has now its height has been decreased. Now even I can change its properties by changing its color. Suppose I will change its color, modify it. This is how we can modify its properties. Suppose I will double click in this wall panel. After double clicking in this wall panel, these properties which are present here, I can change it. But in spite of that, what I can do is, if I double click it, sorry, if I will close this, if I will click single click in this wall, just wait. As you can see here, the wall is present here. After that you need to place in this select component. As you can see here, this wall is present here. After placing in this wall, this menu arises. So in this menu, what you can do is, you can click here and you can show open properties, inquiry objects. You can apply it and you can press OK. After that you can go and you can show any kind of view, or else what you can do is, you can simply click in this wall. After clicking in this wall, you need to click in this direct modification box. After selecting in this direct modification box, as you can see here, now this is my wall. This dot is present here. I can select in this dot by left mouse button and I can change its height. See, this is how I have changed its shape. Suppose I want to change its shape again, I can change it. Suppose I want to change its shape again, I can change it. So this is how we can do the direct modification by the help of using this direct modification tool. Now let me select another wall. Suppose this one is another wall. Remember that this button will arise only after pressing this. If I will again unselect it, now it will not be visible. So for that, what you need to do is simply select it and press this button. After pressing this button, as you can see here, if you will simply click in this button but you don't drag it, if you drag it, then the modification will be like the previous wall. But if you simply click in this button, then this menu arises. As you can see, this menu available here. If you show this, modify wall boundary and opening. What is this one? Modify seams. Suppose I will click in modify seams, then this menu arises. Modify seams means if I want to show a one kind of line interaction or a intersection line between the walls, then suppose I will create a intersection of 200 mm in between the lines. See, this one is the 200 mm intersection. It's very high, huge. Suppose I will show the intersection of only 100 mm. 100 mm intersection. Okay, now at a distance of suppose 100, I'll apply it, I'll modify it and I will apply it. After that, okay, now what I will do is I will click in this wall. Suppose I will click in this wall, this is the point. So after clicking it, then the seams has been created. Now right click and interrupt. So this is how the seams has been created. As you can see here, now this is the opening which has been created in the wall. So this is how we can create the openings in the wall. After that, again click in the wall, again click here. After clicking here, now I have created the seams, or I can modify the seam. After that, modify the wall boundary offset. I can also even modify the wall boundary offset. I will click here, and if I want to modify the wall boundary panel, suppose here 10 is present, I can increase each height. Suppose I will make it as 500 and I will click it. See, so this is how it has been increased. Again, if I want to make it as 1000, so this is how you can increase it. Suppose I want here the panel to be 1000, modify it. So this is how I have modified. Okay, after that, what I will show you is, suppose you will click in this wall again. After that, if you want to create the opening by using 2 points, click here, and if you want to create the opening from the bottom, that is 800 is the sill level, you need to click here the sill level, and you need to give here the height of the window. Suppose I will give as 1000 meter height. Okay, after that, what you need to do is, so this is what I have created. Simply click in the wall opening. Simply click in the wall, then the opening will be created. So this one is of from here to here, it's 800 and its height is 1000. So I can even go to the view, and I can, after going to the edit, I can also measure the horizontal distance. Suppose I will measure the horizontal distance from here to here. Okay, so as I have created here, like this is the 1000 mm wall opening. I can also go here and I can measure, click in the distance, measure, and I can show it here. So this is how, as I have shown here, this one is 1000, but here it's created 1003 because I have clicked here not from the corner to the corner. So this is how we can measure by the help of clicking here and by simply clicking in the distance. Suppose I want to measure the distance from each wall opening from here to here. See here 1000. So this is how we can check for the distance measured. Now after that, again go to this wall. After going to this wall, now I have created the wall opening by the help of 2 points. Now suppose I can add a rectangular opening. I can click it here. I will click in first point. After that, diagonally I need to click in this another point. This one is the another point. Click it here. See, now the window has been created. So this is how we can also even create the windows. After that, we can also even modify this window by double clicking it. By double clicking it, we can modify the window. Or by simply clicking it here. After clicking it here, simply click it here. and you can go to this modify the wall boundary and opening. So as you can see here, you can modify it. Suppose I will write this one as 1000 is present here. Suppose I can modify it. So as you can if I want to make it as 500, I can give here 500, and if suppose I want to make it here 1000, instead of the I can make it here 500, I can make it here 500. So this is how we can also even modify the wall openings. After that, right click and interrupt. So this is how we have created the wall opening. Again click in the wall, and this is how we can create any kind of polygonal opening. Suppose I will click it here, I will click here, so this is what I can create the like polygonal opening. Like I have created here the triangle. Even you can go to the wall property and you can create circular. Suppose I want to create here the circular opening, go to here, create here the circular opening. So this is how we can create circular opening. So hope it's clear to all of you, like how to create different kind of openings in the wall panels, and how to change the properties of the wall panels, and how to go to the view and how to do the measurement by using the distance property, and also how to go to the view and how to work in the work area and new view, and how to go to the edit option, and like how to create the grids from here. So hope it's clear to all of you about what I have taught today. So if you like the video, then please press the like button, and thanks for watching my video. Have a great day. If you have not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe it, and thanks for watching my video.